Okay, hello. Welcome to the continuation of my stream. Like I said, I was just breaking the stream up to make it easier for VOD organization purposes, because I want to have the playlist of the lore playthrough nicely organized, and so having 3 hours of random content on the end of the Guild Wars Beyond's lore playthrough was not something that appealed to me. So, not going to do that. There's a bunch of... So, this character is my character most working on God Walking Amongst Mere Mortals. I think I'm at 20 titles right now. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. I have many leather-bound books. And while I'm still a good ways away from... oh, man. These cartographies... I feel like a lot of these cartographies have got to be like lurking in outposts and stuff. But I want to get the Legendary Guardian title track. Don't know if we'll be able to get through all of these today or not, because they do tend to be somewhat time consuming. But I have 1 mission in Tyria and 5 here in Ilona. So I want to go after those. Yeah, it's one of those things where I think a lot of the cartography points that I need to get are actually kind of found in outposts. I just kind of need to go to outposts and kind of scrape around a little bit, because I've done the full vanquishing thing. Like, I'm a legendary vanquisher on this character. So, and I think I was fairly careful about trying to scrape everywhere with that. So, I strongly suspect there's a bunch of stuff in various outposts that I need to get. Anyway, let's go to LA. I want to go to Divinity Coast first. I do not need my hero panel up. That's a bit ridiculous. So what I think I'm going to do here... let's see. Have I gone all the way down there? There's a lot of like parts of some of these outposts that are just like, wow, that goes that far. Got creme brulees. Again, this is the character that's like getting the Sweet Tooth title track, because for Guam, those ones just take forever to get enough stuff for. It's like, how much am I missing stuff like out here on the shore? And have I thoroughly explored up to the edge of that lighthouse and gotten everything uncovered up here that I can? And there's probably also some spots here and there in some of these Tyrian missions that I need to explore. Although, Delesio Seaboard and some of these... Yeah, because there's like stuff over here in Aurora Glade and Bloodstone Fen and stuff that I need to go deeper into. I'm not going to worry about cartography right now, but... I do want to... Do I want to use this bar? Probably. So I tried doing this one once before, and I ran into the really devastating problem. And by this one, I mean Divinity Coast. So this one is the one where I have to rescue villagers, the Chosen. And I ran into the really dire problem. It's so terrible. Of needing... Let's see. Need to add party members. Of having one guy die. So I need to just, like, flag stuff from a distance or something. I'll figure it out as I get in there. Master of Whispers. What the heck are you doing? Sure. You know what? Sure. Why not? It's probably a good idea to... Let's see. It's going to be Tengu and some undead and stuff. Trying to think of what I want in my party. What are you doing, Prius? I don't think I need a soul twist here. Yeah, this is probably fine. Probably a good idea to have a monk. What do you set up to do, Talkie? This seems fine. Not amazing though. It seems fine. Yeah, we'll roll with that. We've got healing here as well. I just want offense otherwise, so It might be nice to have a run fast, but I think I'd rather have good offense. Actually, I get 2 more characters. Yeah, there should probably be... I don't know. Let's grab Gwen and Norgu. Yeah, that's probably fine. That's probably fine. The big challenge here is the Tengu attack on them can be quite difficult. We'll see how this goes. There's a part towards the later portion words that can be real obnoxious. So my plan is to flag heroes to be able to get stuff, but we'll see how that goes. This first part's pretty straightforward. Fortunately, any undead are really easy to kill with Avatar of Dwayna, who I'm using because I want to be able to get rid of hexes more easily. And also have more healing for my party. Already paying off with the flame artifact. Huzzah. 4 resurrects is probably enough, right? Yeah. These bog scale do a lot of hexing. Okay. So what I want to make sure of is... Oh. Is when I get to the spot over here, I need to rescue a guy down there and a rescue a guy down there. And I'm going to want to try to flag dudes ahead of time to get that properly taken care of, which is going to be the challenge. Tell you, I'm itching to make another assassin. Don't know why. I mean, I know why. Because I have build ideas. And Soka might be able to take care of all of them, though. Go. Can't use attack skills against dead enemies. That's just not how this game works. You can see how much Spiteful Spirit they're flinging around, which is part of why... Like, you can only bring so much hex removal in a party this size, so... being able to remove all of these, like, anti-attack hexes myself, though. I did. It's mostly because of build ideas, not anything else. Build and, like, armor, I guess. But I think my other assassin probably has sufficient stuff. I don't care about you, Leon. We're gonna kill you later anyway. It's just something that's been kind of brewing in my mind. More using the I hate that plant, by the way. I know I say that every time, but I hate that plant. Using, like, some Dervish stuff and things. Because Gerudo Senso is being very specifically, and is very specifically, being Slash Ranger, and that's it. And there's a bunch of, like, stuff of, like, oh, if I were Slash Warrior, I could do this. If I were whatever, that. More like, why not try the ideas on the old assassin? I mean, it's more because like playing through factions again also sounds kind of nice. And just, I don't know. It's not particularly like it's also like armor stuff and yeah. I don't want to change his secondary because I mean I have another assassin who's secondary I can play around with stuff. It's more of a build thing, but yeah, I want to keep his secondary because it for reasons like I like to have a concept for what the character is. Here's that musical cue. And Gyurudo Senso is slash ranger and that's it for me. So just I enjoy creating identities for characters and those identities are mechanical. As much as anything else. Oh, for sure. But like I said, I think I can do a lot of the stuff that I want to do on Jinsoku Sadai, my other assassin, who does like have all the different things. Like, again, like in my mind, part of what differentiates characters is I can only buy so many skills with skill points that I have, and so getting access to a wider or like what array of skills a character has access to is really meaningful in terms of like who they are. Let's see, where's this villager I need? Over here. So for example, I have 3 rangers. And like the stuff that they do and what weapons they have in their inventories and things like that are all things that kind of create distinctions between them and make them different characters, make them play differently, make them individuals to me. So like that's kind of an important part of things. It's like when I'm trying to differentiate characters of the same primary profession, it then becomes in part like what secondary profession stuff do they have access to. So Inferno Imp's a lot more dangerous at level 24 than they are at level 13. I mean, that's kind of an obvious thing to say, but it is nevertheless quite accurate. Okay. Coming up here is the hard part. And by hard, I mean sort of random and uncertain. This guy's using Shield of Judgment. Do I have... Oh, I really should have given Strip Enchantment instead of the... Well, the healing skill's probably a good idea, though. Okay, I think we're able to leave those Inferno Imps alone, which is good. I'd rather do so. Yeah, they do. Well, Rogwarts wasn't that much damage. I have a Prot Spirit on me. That's probably why. Yeah, that's almost decidedly why. Okay. So I need to... Hang on, are there any enemies between me and the end of that bridge? Yes, there's some Gypsy Ettins here I need to take care of. I have been thinking about, now that I've finished... I think I've finished everything there is to do lore playthrough about. To the extent of my knowledge. I do find myself wondering a little bit of like, okay. Because it's nice to have long-running series. And I can just be like, hey, I want to play through content on this character today. That's fine, and that's the thing I'll probably do. But I also like the idea of... because I don't necessarily want to like try to pursue every single title on every single character or anything like that. I need this open. I'm going to send my heroes ahead. I also like the idea of doing some stuff with this guy again and doing some like book filling playthroughs and things. With that. Okay, let's assume they got where I wanted them to go. Yeah. Okay, they're there to fight the Tengu. Good. I mean, I'm an important part of fighting things. Don't get me wrong, but... Okay. Villager. Thank you. When our caravan was attacked, several of us scattered into the hills. If any of them are chosen, it'd be your duty as the keepers of the eye to find and escort them safely to Loamhurst. Always dreamed of studying with the Grandmasters. I'm going to talk to him again. This what lasts 20 minutes. Cool. But I want to do some more like interesting build type stuff. One of the things too, though, is I want to kind of finish as much as I reasonably can the build for every elite project that I started a while back. Okay, I'm going to let them take care of that from here. I don't want to try to fight these Tengu in between us without the support of the rest of my team. But they should be able to keep that villager alive. And I can bring my team back to me. And then fight these. Well, that was a little unfortunate, but... My defense, I should have been moving forward earlier. And by my defense, my anti-defense. Okay. There we go. Okay, this next one is in there. I'm going to bring up the map, actually, because I want to be able to see precisely where I need to send my heroes. This is the one that died on me last time, so... I am really happy that I realized if I grabbed all of those Canthan guards... Divinity Coast. All of those Canthan guards, I could set them to... Okay. Just about here? Yeah, it looks like it in here. Anyway, that I could get them in the defense of Shing Jea Monastery. Could have them be actually quite useful. I feel like I've often ignored those guards, and so they've not been anywhere near as big of a help as they were at that time. This guy's cleared out pretty easily. My inventory is a little full of consumables. Okay, I need to send these guys down like here, I think. Give them a chance to get there. So that way when the fighting starts, they're able to defend. Important. It's possible that this guy will be fine, but it's also quite likely that he won't be. I don't like what's happening to Master of Whispers. Okay, he got Unyielding Orid. I'm going to kind of wait until they stop losing health. At least that's what I want to do. Well, that could have gone a little bit better, but... Okay, they're fighting. No, he's gotten past those. Okay, well this is just going really badly. Just going really, really badly. I should be able to take down a couple of Gypsy Ettins. Between me and... Okay. Good. And this villager is safe, which is the important thing. Okay, let's go get my healers resurrected, shall we? That was suboptimal, but... Again, I need to keep these villagers alive, and they have a... penchant for dying. Penchant? I don't know. However that word gets pronounced. This is one of those moments where it takes some time to get some equilibrium. There we go. Should be alright. Okay, these guys are following me. There's just one more villager kind of up in there. Let's get my avatar back up. I think we should be able to get to that one on time. Yeah, it's that villager there, so... I'm going to flag my heroes so they don't get caught up on these Tengu. Maybe not right there. Maybe right here. There. That'll help right away. Popping attacker's insight gives weakness. So that will greatly mitigate the danger of those Tengu. Oh. Well, we need this guy down. Okay. Okay. Need to make sure I go talk to this guy so he's following me and doesn't just chill there. This whole part can be. Most magnificent mesmer in the land, you'll see. Yep, sure we will. Okay. Some of these maps, after you've done War and Kryta, are very easy to map, though, because you can get teleported into them. Except they have no enemies. So... you can just wander around to your heart's content with nothing to fight you. Needless to say, that makes life a bit easier when it comes to cartography. Heal a little bit. We're almost through. I mean, I've done the hard part now. I just need to make sure these guys stay alive, so I just need to keep a little bit of an eye on their HP. These skeleton sorcerers are probably gigantic pains in the rear end, though. Yeah. Fortunately, I deal holy damage, and I have Banishing Strike, which allows me to basically insta-give these bone minions, but I do need to be careful of the blind. These guys seem to like to inflict. Wow, DP wears off so quickly in hard mode. really go for less blind. But as long as these guys insist on spamming lightning touch, that is not going to be the case. Hello, BJ Grave Whaler. I have bad news for you, and that news is I deal a lot of holy damage because of representing Duena. Avatar of Duena and Balthazar are both just really good in these areas. Duena for the healing is definitely nice, though. Okay. All of the villagers are with me. That's important. I'm gonna make sure I don't lose them somewhere. I'm not gonna renew my consumables because I'm almost done with this, so it's just not worth it, I don't think. I'll keep my avatar around as it is for a moment, but yeah, Mistrust. Mistrust getting that blinding flash taken care of. Zamil Dirge. All right, let's go take this guy down then. Yeah, I definitely like an Avatar of Duena build in lower party size areas as well. Just because it's a good way of adding additional party healing in that can actually do quite a lot to help without like stuffing your team full of stuff. Right, it. Get the healing in, so. Oh yay, a Decayed Ore Emblem. Okay, so this should get me Guardian of Tyria, because I have all 5 villagers this time. Hello, Line Guard Mina. Wait for all these villagers to catch up here. Yay! There's the bonus. And there's Guardian of Tyria. Hooray. Okay, let's just turn this in. Finish this mission, might as well. Cool. Hydro's Overlook. Oh man. So many like random quests I haven't done here because why would I? Wow, this is not great, but way better than I'd expect from a random prophecies thing. Wand seed. Very uninspiring seed at that. Heavy Tengu armor sounds like it contains iron. It does. That's probably tanned hide. I don't need more tanned hide. Oh, wow. Max Insightful and Fortitude mods on that. That's pretty nice. It's the sort of thing where it's like, I want to hang on to that for something? Don't ask me what. I'll just go drop stuff off. Drop some stuff off over here. Almost full up on those. Let's see, that's stuff with a random enchanting mod on it. This is Insightful and Fortitude. Insightful and Fortitude. It's like, despite those being max mods, it's like, what point would I have for grabbing them, though? You know? Like, to what end? Need to clear a bunch of stuff out is what this kind of comes down to. Okay, well, let's just swap these Wayfarer marks for now. Each one represents a thing, which is why I'm hanging on to it. But it's a while before the Wayfarer's Reverie comes again. Please take this stuff I don't need. Thank you. What Eye for Profit give me? Axe Rake? Do I have Axe Rake? I do. That would be not useful. There's other things I could get from that quest potentially, but meh. Oh man, I'm really not looking forward. The cartography stuff I'm going to do in normal mode, but is there stuff I can carto over here? No, probably not. This area right here is where the cutscene happens and stuff, so there's not really a whole lot more I could uncover there. Over here, there's more stuff back behind the Bloodstone. You have to run past Hableon for that, though, and not kill him. And there's a bunch more territory back here to explore as well, it looks like. Which this is back where you kill the Demigod in here, so a little bit more to poke around. I'm just kind of thinking about this out loud. Henge of Naravi is such a huge zone. I don't need to worry about anything in Eye of the North. I've already gotten Master of the North, so. I know there's a bunch of... There might be a little bit more in Nilani Academy. I'm not sure, though. There's a bunch of stuff from the Great Northern Wall, but I feel like I've explored that pretty thoroughly. Realistically, the best thing that I can do is I could pull up UMod or Texture Mod with stuff. With the Cardo packs, but we've done that on this character in the past. Whatever that's worth. Eh. Oh, yeah, is there anything I'm missing? Yeah, there's some stuff here at the start of Thirsty River. I think if I go to some of those mission areas and clear those out, I'll probably get pretty close. Tiria's pretty forgiving, relatively speaking, as I understand it, for cartography. And I only need 0.8%. I say. There's a lot. Or, yeah, 0.8% for both Canthan and Tyrian. There's a little bit more. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure where all that lurks. Anyway, let's go... Speaking of Valona, let's go to Commandant in International District. So that way I don't have as much of a lag spike mapping in here. Yeah, I wonder what I'm missing here. It's unlikely to be in a mission, just because... Oh, maybe something like Dashka Inlet or Remains of Salaja. I imagine you have to do some amount of Remains of Salaja in order to be able to get cartography, which sounds like the worst. So, where do I want to go first? Maybe Dasha Vestibule? Yeah, I kind of want to do Dasha Vestibule first because I feel like this is... What ones do I have left? Which one seems the worst? So Dasha Vestibule is pretty bad. Nundu Bay is not terrible. Pogahn Passage is pretty easy. Kodonur Crossroads is not bad. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. There's not going to be anything there. Ruins of Morah and Dasha Vestibule. Okay, let's do Dasha Vestibule first and then Ruins of Morah. I know that I'm going to want... Let's see. I've done Koro. Probably. I need to bring Margaret the Sly. That's a mission requirement. Master of Whispers. A BIP is a good idea. Let's bring Mezcourt and... let's grab... Is it... Brias doing Soul Twist? Yeah, it is. Okay. That seems decent. I think... Oh, Margaret's doing some sort of weird nonsense. Weird. Huh. Oh, real weird. He doesn't need the Bison Cup as much as he does. So I'm going to give him the Bison Cup. Yeah, and then she's holding on the Rose Focus. Hey, Derpy Mongoose. Good to see ya. Yes, I'm aware of the texture maps for cartography. I just haven't bothered to download any of that stuff in quite a while. I guess? You know what? Let's let her do her trapping nonsense. Why not? Is this a nonsense bar? 100%. Like, what sort of bar has traps and then knee cutter's energy management? But you know what? I'm willing to give it a shot. I do feel like I need a little bit more healing though, so I am going to swap this guy over to a restoration for that purpose. Yep. Okay. I don't think I need mass condition removal, so we'll stick with Kaolai here. This is not a good mission for... Let's see, I do want... Soothing memories. I do want, Okay. I'll finish that thought in a moment. Do I just go with Vengeful Weapon? Probably. That seems fine. I don't need to worry about the duration with that one. I do like Piero's Gleaming sometimes. Protector was Kaolai, though, is fine here. Extinguish is not a terrible plan either, but I definitely do not need... Okay, Daedalon, you are... Yeah, you're the fast caster. I'm going to drop your illusion magic. I want just domination from you. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we'll figure out your bar in a second, my friend. I want Extinguish here. Never mind a res. You don't need a res. We've got a res here. Here. There? Is that enough? Might not be enough reses. Let's see here. Drop Shatter Hex and give Gwen... For some reason she slash Ranger. Okay, what? I don't know what's up with her bar. Let's go for Flesh of My Flesh. I've soured a little bit on Death Pact Signet lately just because its cascading effect of killing people is terrible. I don't want to give this guy a res because I want him to be healing most of the time. She has what she can have. The only res that I'd give him would be Unyielding Aura, and I'd rather have him use Healing Burst for the strong heals. Does this bar seem fine? This bar seems fine to me. I think I'll keep running it. The important thing here is I need Shelter for the Elementalist boss at the end. And also Gorin just needs to stay alive. Gorin. We'll give you Shatter Hex, Chaos Storm. I'm feeling Backfire. As well as Mistrust. Don't know. I'm feeling a little spicy. Feeling a little spicy. What should I go with for my elites? Panic seems reasonable. I could also go with Mantra of Recovery, which would knock an additional 33% off of these recharge times. That doesn't seem bad. I kind of like the idea of Psychic Instability as well. Symbols of Inspiration would just be silly. If I had more Elementalists or something with me, something with longer cast times, Stolen Speed could be fun. Good old Echo. Actually, you know what? Let's just go... Is Exeter Vortex a good idea? There's the... There are enemies here that are going to be able to make that useful, but... Yeah, I think I'll just go Psychic Instability. Knockdowns are strong. Right then. Let's hope this works. Margaret's Bar is... unconventional. We'll go with unconventional. We aren't here to loot? Let us in. I mean, we are here to loot. I need that for my master's reward, but, you know. Just a little looting, not a lot of looting. This one in particular I want to Avatar of Dwayne with. There's going to be a lot of fire. Avatar of Melandria would also be good, actually. There's also going to be a lot of like wastrels type stuff, I think. Where the heck are you going, Sapphire Djinn? Boy, talk about a trip. Around the entire map. Your fast casting did not mean that Extinguish was on time. Actually, that would have been another interesting argument for Mantra of Recovery, is to have quicker turnaround time on Extinguish. Because it's all spells, right? Mantra of Recovery. Yeah, spells you cast recharge 33% faster. So I could have knocked 4 seconds off the recharge time of Extinguish, which may have been worth doing. That's an interesting question. I hadn't thought about that until just now, so... yeah, I don't have anything more to say about that. Just didn't think about it until now. Let's take out this side as well. It can be a problem over here. Oh, man. On the other hand, that Psychic Instability feels real good. These guys can be a little annoying. Good to see it again, Derpy Mongoose, by the way. Eternal Guardians. He thought they were just a myth. She was wrong. Oh well. What you gonna do? Let's see, that side just has Roaring Ethers and stuff. I still think this Ruby Djinn is more threatening, but... One of the things I do prefer is when I'm taking out Roaring Ethers, I like to try to take out the same one multiple times so that they never get a chance to use their Res Signet. Just a little bit of how I approach some of that, I suppose. We're getting close to this chest. This is going to pop up a group of mobs. Getting next to these chests pops up mobs, so... There we go. Now we just need to take out the Ruby of Adashim. That way we can get ourselves a Ruby Key. Yes, Margaret. They have a whole thing about how she doesn't want to be called Lady Margaret. That's kind of amusing. I need to remember I have this. This is giving me a 20%, 25% movement speed buff, which does allow me to run ahead of my team. Okay, yeah, that side is, in fact, locked. I need to go to the west side first before we can go to the east side. But this is important because there's a bunch of traps on the floor here. Hey, you. Come over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is exactly what I don't want to have happen in my party. Thank you for demonstrating it so aptly, Jin. Okay, well, we have good damage. I am going to wait for this cycle. I just would rather play it safe than sorry on these things, because if a bunch of my party members die, I think I have some resurrection scrolls, so I can recover them, but also if Goran dies, is just game over. We have to start again, and I'd rather avoid that happening. So it's best to just not stick around in those traps. I think part of why I gave her the sword is that way she'd run up to enemies to use her traps, but anyway. I have been seeing her drop them. Like, this dust trap is going off and giving this thing absolute pain. Or Ether Heart, eh? Imagine if I looked at her damage output, it would not be the most impressive, but she's not being unfunctional either, so. Doesn't really matter which way you come to approach this from. I just wanted to... I do need to take down the Diamond of Adashim. Those guys can sometimes be annoying on the way out, so I just wanted to take care of them on the way in, that's all. Hearing the telltale sign of an sound of an extinguisher going off. Always useful. Gotta admit, Chaos Storm has a lot of synergy with Psychic Instability. Keeping somebody trapped in that for ages. Good stuff. Are these always in the same order? I don't know. And deals death to the enemy. The steadfast and strong call upon me. Oh my, that sounds like a Balthazar. And this brilliant evolved, Dork came to my aid and cried for my healing. Oh my, brilliant's not in the way of smart, but in the way of shining. It was frozen. Does Mina follow me first? I'll follow me eventually. You are Grenth. I'm a coin, two sides of a single being. You're Alyssa. I'm found in the fields and forests. That is Melandrew. This is Abaddon. It's kind of interesting. On the one hand, it feels like they retcon Abaddon into Guild Wars stuff. On the other hand, it kind of makes sense that they were trying to suppress it, and what makes less sense is how much he shows up in Nightfall stuff. I think Goran's head hurts now. Another treasure of Adashim. That one has the key and the chest in the same wing. Those who don't know. There's just right there. I should probably switch over to my Lightbringer title track. Is right down here. Holy Lightbringer. It's nice to have those maxed out because then the like ones that do stuff for the most part are like currently anyway at the top of my list of titles, which is really, really nice rather than having them be like way at the bottom or something inconvenient like that. Let's go ahead and reapply these. Get that interrupted. There we go. When an avatar ends, your current action is interrupted for the animation of it ending, which is a little annoying, but kind of just the price you pay for playing with an avatar. No, Goran, please don't. Okay, well that just ended, so we can go through now. Don't wait for everybody. Just over here, I don't want them to go too far. If they got caught in the middle of that, I don't want them to feel like they have to travel too far before they can start healing themselves up. Because obviously that thing is very bad. I got rid of that hex twice. Oh, man. Yeah, Psychic Instability into Chaos Storms is really strong. Okay, we got a few more special enemies here. The Thunder of Adashim. Or the Thunders of Adashim, I guess. And then we need to go take out the Sapphire, obviously. There's special Quake of Adashim. Or Goran, being intimidated by numbered thingies. Math makes his brain hurt more than God tests. Spike Trap can use that thing what's for. It's blinded. Ow. Let's pick 21. 21 and 10. There's a lot of possible solutions to that. Okay, not a lot, but there are any given two of them, or any given one of them has its pair. So there are like 3 possible solutions to that, I guess, technically. These Ruby Djinn are really important to go after first, in my opinion, because of Searing Flames being a gigantic pain in the face. The Sapphire Djinn are dangerous, but they're also really easy to just take care of with dust trap going off. They're also just really easy to take care of with ineptitude and dust trap and stuff. So, Shadow Song sitting over here. Goran, you always have bad feelings about things. It's fine. The main thing is we need to not walk into any traps like a fool and get killed. So I'm gonna wait for my party here. Arrow's wearing off, that's fine. I think we should be okay to go across right now. I'm gonna wait over here just in case I was wrong and they get caught up. Okay, we're good. Again, I want to make sure that we're not getting killed by those things because that would be sad. And they do so much potential damage, especially if it's hitting your entire party. Like, that really adds up really quickly. Okay, let's go get ourselves a sapphire guarded chest of Adashim. 3 of 3 treasures found. That's what we need for the Master's Reward. That's what we need to be able to get the Guardian title track. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm actually going to take out this Ruby Djinn and these guys over here because they feel really close to where I need to be. I want to make sure I don't get them aggroing on me. I mean, they basically volunteered aggro, so... Well, oh, nice psychic instability. That was clutch. Good job, Daedalon. Okay. Cormab Burning Heart is the most threatening of these ones. Also seems to have just spawned really far off, so. That's fine then. You can take these, like, these guys pull individually, so best to kind of do it that way if you can. Let me get your attention. The last one down there is by far the most threatening, though. Be really careful about running down the things here. I want to wait for Extinguish to finish recharging. That's happened now. And then it's really important to get just a fresh shelter union up. And let's just recast this. You can see the princes are over there, by the way. But this boss can do a lot of damage with Searing Flames if you're not careful. Thankfully, we have enough like Mesmer shutdown stuff that shouldn't be too big of a problem. A few immolates here and there is not a huge deal. There we go. Problem solved. Masters obtained. Okay, so that's one mission down. 4 more to go. I think I should be able to do this today, actually. We'll see. Ruins of Morah is one of those missions that should be fairly quick, but... Get out of here, Margaret. I need to bring General Morgan. The narrative requires General Morgan. This is fine. Actually, incoming is probably not the best option here. Let's go with Defensive Anthem. This is where, like, this is not even a command skill. This is no attribute skill in command for some reason. I think... Actually, let's go with Empathic Removal. Normally I like Remove Hex here, but it might be better in this particular instance to just grab Inspired Hex. It's fairly cheap. Normally, this isn't as good as Remove Hex, because Remove Hex, unless you're putting points in Inspiration, because Remove Hex has an 8-second recharge, and this has a 20-second, a functionally 20-second recharge, but there's monster hexes in here, so that becomes a bit more appealing. I think the rest of this is probably fine. A lot of defense off of General Morgan, but also some offense. This covers a lot of bases. I like Avatar of Dwayna's additional healing ability. So, I don't know. I'm happy to keep going with this. Let's salvage a few things. That was not particularly inspiring. I was expecting a lot more from those. TBH. Where's our merchant? Here's our merchant Tau. Have this, please. Thank you. All right. Well, let's go do this one. Captain Mahan. I mean, I have friggin' rank 8 Lightbringer, so this should do a lot to help us take down this mission. I probably don't need to keep Extinguish on Daedalon here, but whatever. I did. Let's just use our Mysterious Summoning Stone. Ooh, we got a Restless Corpse. Exciting. I want to take down these Marganite Priests first. They can just be annoying, so... We just have just ludicrous amounts of bonus damage against these guys. Okay, well, Master of Whispers was permitted to die for some reason. Collapse Enchantment is a bad skill that we don't want to have do things. Okay. At this point, I want to kind of try to pull back a little bit. Yeah, we do need to take these down. Yeah. Okay. This is just spawning a bunch of enemies. There's a bunch of spawns here, so that's kind of annoying. But, okay. Hey, random Arm of Insanity. Maybe you could try not being a blocktastic jerk. Wouldn't that be novel? There. Okay, well, this is less than optimal. Dervish is determined to not stay in one place. My party is determined to kill everything else, which is understandable. AY2KY. Yeah, I usually try to do that, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to have been necessary. Also, welcome. Good to see you. I will take my demonic relic and leave. Goodbye, Mouth of the Nightfallen Lands. Okay, so Ruins of Morah went pretty smoothly, pretty quickly. Let's go do Pogahn Passage. I need to grab... this is an interesting question. You know what? I think I like the idea of keeping General Morgan around for this one. This is not the hardest... and I think, like, I have to bring, let's swap you back to Remove Hex too. I need to bring Margaret but a lot of this is just running around. So let's drop Daedalon here, grab whatever this Margaret is. Sword Trap Margaret bar. I don't know. And go do a thing. Let's see. I should realistically clean out my Natumba. Please take this demonic relic. Where is... Oh, here it is. Drop those things off. Okay, Jack of Truths. We've got a mission. We're ready to infiltrate Gondara. Yes. This, and this. Okay, by having General Morgan here, so much of this is just running around that it just makes things a lot more convenient. It is kind of ironic to me that they use avatars in a group of people that are ostensibly here worshipping Abaddon. Just seems a bit strange. I'm also surprised there's not an avatar of Abaddon. And it would have been really kind of neat if there was an avatar of Cormier that we could have gotten. Right away, the prison is just the place for this sort of scum. Speaking of avatar, let's get this up. We need to go kill that demon spawn. Well, that went down quickly and easily. Yeah, this is the ruined square where everything but the... See, this is part of what I'm wondering. Why do they have a mural to Abaddon? When did this get built? Did Kayet have it built? Did nobody question it? Like, what's going on? How did this end up here? This is the thing that I have with Nightfall, is like, it makes sense that Abaddon is a secret. It does not make sense that Abaddon is not as much of a secret in Nightfall as he is in the other campaigns, because, I mean, the other campaigns, he didn't exist yet. Also, why are you naming a god of secrets the, like, what, Hebrew word for destruction? Something like that? A little bit of a mystery to me. Or like the Destroyer, something along those lines. Okay. We're getting out of there before they get suspicious or something. We need to go talk to Linko over there. Tell them that we will take our duty and then immediately turn around and run off. It's always been kind of weird. I mean, this is the thing, though, is this campaign actually has a lot of, like, how many of these Cornan soldiers that we kill really wanted to serve the Cornan military versus they were effectively conscripted? Our duty. Stand at attention. We're guarding this gate. Okay, we took over the gate duty for some guards. Bye. They'll be back. It would have been nice if Linko didn't fight you if you did guard duty there, but oh well. We'll go back to it looking like a Cornan. Hello. We're fully authorized. We have the password. It's 2187, not the Star Wars reference. It's really nice to have General Morgan here for this. Just to speed up our travel. I want to keep an eye on people to make sure they're not getting caught up on geometry, because that can always be a problem here. It's like we're just in time. Let's move in before we're too late. What is this? A prison break? Yes, a prison break. Oh man, look at all those traps going off. Isn't that glorious and weird? Hey, Ranger Tome. I will take a free Ranger skill. Hey, a Corn and Tunic. I'll take a whatever that contains. No, don't care. I want my Corn and Tunic. Wow, we just opened up all of the gates, but the only prisoners they have in this entire prison block, aside from the ones that we were supposed to be transferring here, are Shahai the Cunning and Cormyr, so that's kind of weird. People don't get caught up on our spirits. That would be a little awkward. Or on the doors. The doors can sometimes be a trap point as well. Looks like we've managed to avoid that this time, thankfully. Let's get my avatar back up. Theoretically, my party can take out the rest of them while I focus on this priest, but we'll see how that actually pans out. That's one of the things that you have to be careful of when playing with heroes, is sometimes they're not the smartest about what things they should actually be targeting. Ineptitude Mesmers, for example, should be targeting the enemies in your back line more often than not, but they can sometimes be a bit focused on your targets. Okay, so if I wait here, it looks like a group is going to swarm us, so that's fine. I mean, not great, but it'll do. Okay, enough of that. I want to make sure Ineptitude is getting placed on these guys back here, because they're going to do a lot of damage to my backline otherwise. Like I said, the AI can sometimes be real dense about where it's putting those. Okay, that priest is taken care of. I want to make sure I keep my avatar up. Zealous Benediction, eh? Is there any more enemies up here? It doesn't look like it. Lieutenant Nolly's over that way, but we don't need to go that way. We just need to go where Guard Linko is hanging out. Again, it would have been nice if Linko had, in fact, left. But when they realize we're not there, they're like, we have to go back. Or something along those lines. Actually, I don't want this scribe down. Okay, the scribe's meteor got interrupted and won't be able to use that for a short bit. Long enough to take this guy down. Well, that guy's having a bad day. These scribes don't actually have that many skills, they just have a handful of really nasty ones. There we go. General is down. Apply this. Probably don't need to, but... And there's this section with all these corner guards that can be a little finicky. Just because they come at you a couple at a time, so it can be a little annoyingly slow. Or, you know, our traps can get them. I'm not hating this weird trap Margaret bar. I don't think it's the optimal thing to do with a ranger necessarily, but it certainly is. I feel like it's doing more than nothing, which is really kind of what you want sometimes. I don't feel like it's being ineffective. Let's just put it that way. It's not like the sheer frustration of trying to make a freaking wither bar. I don't know if you've ever tried that or not, but the AI just doesn't cast wither ever for some reason. So you can't make a wither bar. It's not that wither's all that great either, but just like the fact that the AI will literally never cast wither is just kind of a head scratcher, you know? This next section can be a bit dangerous because Captain Nebo over there is an elementalist. Fortunately, you can also generally get these guys clustered over here. And Captain Nebo is not that dangerous. That, like, a little bit of shelter can't do the trick. Avatar back up here. We'll get that corner defender in the end credit thingy. Yeah, and we kept all of the prisoners alive too, so that's pretty successful in my opinion. Pretty successful. I just need to wait for our entourage to get through there. Excellent. Yeah, I'll take that. Cool. That gets Pogahn Passage taken care of. So now I have what? Nundu Bay and Kodonur Crossroads? Is that it? Am I down to 2? Let me check. Yes, I have many leather bound or whatever. Yes, 2 more. Nundu Bay and Kodonur Crossroads. Let's go to Kodonur Crossroads. It's closer on my map. Sure, why not? That can be as good of a justification as anything. Margaret, kick you. I need to bring Zed. Shadowhoof. I don't think Ward of Stability matters here. I enjoy an eruption though. Sandstorm, sure, we can run with Sandstorm. Why not? So that's fine. And some resurrection power. Let's see. Ward against melee is not bad. I kind of feel like this is a Glyph of Lesser bar, I would say, but we have a BIP. So that feels like that kind of compensates for that. Ash Blast doesn't seem like it'd be amazing. Glowstone could work. It does some additional damage and gives him some energy back as well. And I am causing weakness with my good old Attacker's Insight. Let's see. What was this one? That specifically requires a water magic hex. Okay. Actually, let's go with stoning. Eruption is fun and silly, so I'm inclined to keep that. But maybe I don't need that. This is one of those spots where if Sliver Armor could target any ally, it would be amazing. Earth and Shackles feels decent. Word of Weakness. Ward against elements is a bit redundant with Stand Your Ground. Ward against melee is alright. And maybe worthwhile. Ward against foes is actually also not bad. I think I'm going to use Ward against foes here on that slot. I do need to do a little bit of cleanup. My secondary does not matter right now, so let's just go ahead and grab a ranger skill. I want to get all skills unlocked on this character at some point, so it doesn't really matter much. Let's grab a forked arrow. What do I get? Superior absorption. Okay, I know for a fact that that's not worth anything. This other stuff has some good value to it, though. I don't need the cloth from those, so I'd rather sell them. They're going to be worth more just sold that way. And I like to ID stuff before I sell it, because it usually makes the value go up, even if it's white. Those who do not know. It's not an immediately obvious mechanic. Sometimes it goes up by just a little bit, and you lose a few gold. Most of the time it goes up by enough that you more than break even. So. All right, let's go talk to Estate Guard Rakesh. I think the rest of my party is fine. I want the continued move speed buffs. It's just very convenient, so. All right, time to go chill in a prison, I guess. I'm going to wait to use my consumables until the door gets opened. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a waste. Guy does a shocked double take. Interesting that they use the same key in every single lock around here. You think that'd be a bad idea? Let's actually go ahead and use this. Hey, I got a golem. Okay, Zed, is this the part where we trust you? I still don't understand why Zed thinks he can just waltz into our base, threaten us, and expect to not be just instantly slaughtered. Or, you know, at least indefinitely imprisoned. What I'm saying is his plan had a few holes. As far as plans go. Seems pretty flawed. Okay, we need to go after this Taskmaster up here. Oop. That's what I need to do. Send myself off this direction and then turn the camera. Okay, Selkie, we're gonna take some aggro down here. 2 priests is not something I'm thrilled about. On the other hand, these priests are also being incredibly inept at their jobs, so not a big deal. Interesting, I got 23 tan hide squares and 23 bolts of cloth. Actually, no, I like to go over this way. Yeah. So I want to go around the back side of this compound. I don't mind keeping the Spirit of Infuriating Heat around, but the rest of my party does, so. Zed's going to yell at us about stuff that bothers him. He thinks we're not ready to take on this compound. And, like, that's fine. I don't need to. Shit, but I do need to go behind the compound. And this is just a proximity check sort of situation, so. we need to take out these taskmasters, and one of them is just chilling back here, so we're gonna go see about taking out taskmaster Sully. Boy, I am getting some weird lag spikes here. Okay, so our bonus is to take out those cruel taskmasters. That's what I need to do from masters. Next one's over here on this island, so I'm just gonna continue around. Zed might yell at us again, but I don't care. He can yell all he wants. Yeah, we're not storming the garrison. We're walking around with the garrison. I do want to make sure I'm spreading weakness around because that makes Zed's bar work better. Actually, wouldn't be bad to have Anthem of Weakness in order to help fuel it as well. Anyway, it doesn't matter that much. It makes stoning a knockdown, basically. But making that a knockdown is a very nice, nice added benefit. Yeah, I'm having some lag here. Not like the worst thing to have happen, but it's not ideal. There we go. 2 of 3 cruel taskmasters. It's interesting. Like, this stuff doesn't feel too bad. Winds of Change is difficult because they gave them like the AI really competent skill bars, relatively speaking. I would have liked to have seen hard mode focus a little bit more on like updating enemy skill like enemy mob compositions and skill bars and stuff, rather than some of the like raw stat stuff they did. I think it would just be a bit more compelling in what they did. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of little micro rubber banding here. It's a bit annoying. This thing's big and in my way. I don't need it right now. My avatar back up. There should be... Well, there's the last of the elite taskmasters is up here, so let's go take down her. Taskmaster Vestibule. He's a monk, which means that she should generally be kind of a higher priority target in some regards. Here, scroll of Slayers in sight. That's nice. The other thing that's notable is this group that's coming up on me now has another monk in it, so you can sometimes, if you're going a little too slowly there, get yourself a lot of monks attacking you at once, which can be really annoying. See, and I guess I need to bring Melania into the next mission. Another 23 bolts of cloth. I feel like 23 is a number that they picked to not feel nice and round. It feels, because it's consistently been dropping that amount, it doesn't feel entirely random. But it's one of those things where it's like, we wanted to drop about 20, 25, somewhere in there. How about 23? That feels nice and prime. Saying this from experience with doing game design stuff. Sometimes you want your numbers to feel less neat. And I can lead you into other patterns instead. Yeah, that's the problem with using Obsidian Flames. It's so good. It's hard to not just want to spam it on recharge, and then your barb becomes really overcast. Kind of awkward. Hey, Deja. Well, she's not here right now, but she will be. She will be. A lot of phalanx over here. Hey, stop poking Gwen in the side. She needs her sides to hold in her organs or something. I don't know. Kind of a raw deal for that priest. Last one alive. Feels like that would make you feel kind of bad as a priest, but I don't know. Let's just go ahead and get these back up. You keep running off. Ah, that gave me 25 volts. There we go, that's a different number. Okay, Taskmaster is just about down. There we go. Got mesmered. Hey, Judgmental Unicorn. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well today. Probably don't need to fight those guys. I'm doing decently well. I'm doing decently well. Thanks for asking. Let's see, do I normally grab that earlier? No. I normally go down this way. Trying to remember my route through this one. Finished the Guild Wars Beyond lore playthrough earlier today. That was exciting. And now I'm working on the Guardian title track, so that's cool. Got a bunch of corners to face off against here. Once I do this one, I'll just have Nundu Bay left, so that's going to be nice to get done. Well, there was a Taskmaster in this group somewhere, so that's the relevant thing. Let's see, I have 3 keys. There's 4 left, and there's one more Taskmaster in there, so let's go over this way and then down. And that should allow me to round that stuff out. I like going this way in part also because if you go the sort of ordinary route, ordinarily you're kind of led up this direction, but then there's like 3 cells there and you just won't have enough keys for them. So going this way allows me to have accumulated a greater number of keys by the time I get over to that area, so it's a little bit more efficient, I think. That's my line of thinking anyway. Yeah, you walk into those traps. I'm getting stuck up on these centaurs. No, you're blocking. Not anymore, you aren't. Okay, there's one more Taskmaster, like I said, in kind of this waterworks area, so I'm going to go down that way. There he is. I have no idea. I feel like Twitch has probably been having some issues lately. I know that there's parts of the US that are having some internet problems. Some of the people I follow on Twitter have been mentioning it. Or mentioning them, I guess. Doesn't seem to be directly affecting me, but it might be affecting some of the Twitch network. Oh, well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know what the internet's like in the UK. Okay, let's see, I want to go over this direction. I know in the US I would like a bit more competition among internet service providers, however. I don't know how that is in other... I've heard in Asia it's really good, competition-wise. Sometimes Twin Moon Sweep does really nice amounts of energy regain. Internet solid here. We have non-stop adverts about internet and phone lines. Yeah, we get a lot of cell phone provider adverts. Verizon and T-Mobile are at each other's throats, and then there's a bunch of like other carriers as well. But unfortunately for the normal internet, there tends to be a lot of regional monopolies going on. A lot of people only have like one choice for broadband, such as Comcast is a common one, but I think there's some more variety than just that, but they tend to be like, this is the company that does broadband in your area sort of thing, especially for some of the more rural areas. They have really limited options if they even have broadband options, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm hoping at some point, I mean, there's a lot of pressing issues going on right now, but I'm hoping at some point the Biden administration has a push for infrastructure update regarding the internet. I think that'd be a really good to do. But there's so many different things that'd be nice for the government to do. With just regarding infrastructure and things. Okay, last cell. Now we can go do our assaults. this way. Hello, Corn and Bowman. Where do you think you're going? I don't know where they think they're going, but they're certainly in a hurry to get there and not fight us. Which was a terrible mistake on their part. Absolutely. Very poor decision making. Let's just do my double damage to that. There we go. That'll explode. These guys need to be taken down now. Or they can just run, I guess? I don't know. I'm not invested in them. Okay, I'll take the 25 tan hide squares, I guess. Alright, well that gave us a good opportunity to get our defensive spirits up, so that's good. All these guys are kind of scattered. You're going to try to get yourself set on fire for a long period of time, aren't you? Whatever. I can be given the ivory hammer at the end here. Let's see. Just need to get through this last group, it looks like, and then I'll be done with this one. Horn pendants. Excellent. There we go. Master's reward. Oh yeah, that's a bunch of random loot. Right then, let's pop to my guild hall and clear out some of this loot. I'm going to run an ad for Airbreak while I do so. Stop a few of those pre-rolls for a little bit. Whoop, not that kit. This kit. Minor expertise and blessed. Wayfarer marks use the same icon as the corn pendants. Up. Somebody needs a new salvage kit. And that somebody is me. Hello, scroll trader. Please take this lovely scroll that I do not need. Thank you. Alright. Merchant salvage kit, please. Thank you. Goodbye. Spear and blighters. Powerbound major absorption. Okay, that's not worth anything. And this I'm just gonna ID. Well, if I needed a cold mod, I don't, but if I needed one, here's one. You can get a cold enchanting spear from the end of Winds of Change, actually. Okay, I don't think I need this much bone. So we're going to sell off some bone here in a moment. Okay. Okay, I don't think Blighters is worth anything. I don't think Major Spear Mastery is worth anything, but I'm going to check. Blighters is a Necromancer. Yep, not worth anything. And Paragon. Major Spear, not worth anything. Blessed is definitely going to be worth something. Yeah, 600. Minor Expertise, 390. Okay, they're both worth salvaging out. Blessed is more valuable, but I do get both, which is nice. And Crafting Material Trader. How do you feel about some bones? A whole stack of bones for you here. Bones is one that usually has some value. I think it's used in a consumable, so. Oh, this is so tedious. Why couldn't they have put the buttons next to each other? Why do they have to be, like, apart like this? Oh, well. All right. The rest of the stuff can get sold off. Man, that's like almost a good spear, but not in any way. Yeah, all those bones were worth a good bit. Okay, I need to drop Zed and grab Milani. I have no idea what she's currently set up to do, so we're going to find out together. Okay, she's doing a similar bar to me, actually, except Avatar of Balthazar. Seems fine. I might do something a bit different anyway. I need to... Let's go to Nundu Bay, and I need to remember to switch back to hard mode. And this is the last mission that I need to do in hard mode for a legendary guardian, so that's really exciting. Let's see. Milani. I think I'd actually rather run her as Avatar of Dwayna. This is fine. That seems fine. Just let those expire naturally. Yeah. 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 Okay, I'm gonna need to have a bonus skill on my bar, so I'm gonna want to do something different because of that. What do I want to do here build-wise, though? There's a lot of different options. Could pick a Mesmer Elite? If I did a Mesmer Elite, why would I? I mean, I could also just do, like, Avatar of Lissa. Avatar of Lissa is neat because it lets you kind of spam stuff a little bit. Let's do Avatar of Lissa. I don't need those sorts of skills, so let's go Pious Assault, Radiant Scythe. I do like having a Rending Aura available. Let's also grab Balthazar's Rage, Twin Moon, and oh, this is an interesting question. I could grab Heart of Fury here, which would do a bunch of, or Heart of Holy Flame, excuse me, which would do a bunch of additional holy damage. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Heart of Holy Flame. That should be fine. And then that last skill can be for the special skill. That'll do for me. That'll do for me. I don't really think I need my Radiant Scythe for this. Let's leave it there in case I want it. Let's go slot 1, Vampiric Scythe, slot 2, Furious Scythe. I think I'm going to go with my Vampiric one mostly, though. Okay. Dreamer Raja. We're here to end Milani's nightmares. Excellent. Good old Nundu Bay. Let's use that. These, and sure, Mysterious Summoning Stone. Ooh, Devourer. I like Devourers. Hey, Elder Jonah. Elder Jonah has to survive. That's the main thing we've got going on here. Let's switch to a scythe that doesn't cause me health degeneration. My ear was itchy. Can't really see me doing that, though. It's a slim chance, but at least there's a chance. There isn't much time to lose. I agree. me this skill. This is why I changed my bar, because I knew that that was coming. For those who are unfamiliar with this mission. Okay, so this mission is broken into two parts. Part 1 is defend Elder Jonah from random attacks, such as this guy over here. Also, these guys are Margonites, so they're about to have a whole lot of dying on account of grab my undead scythe here. On account of Lightbringer title track, giving us just a ton of bonus damage here. Oh yeah, I get to see all the damage numbers from my Devourer, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, Lightbringer giving us 40% more damage and -8 damage is pretty strong. This is really nice because of making your enchantments recharge more quickly. It's actually a very strong ability, more so than you might think initially. I probably could have gotten away with fewer enchantments, but we do need to make sure Elder Jonah stays alive. Doesn't tend to be too hard to do, thankfully. Yeah, I probably only needed 2 enchantments. I could probably drop Heart of Holy Flame. I mean, it does some nice additional damage, but... as long as I'm remembering to actually, I don't know, use my enchantments or something. Ooh, multiple Margonite masks. Okay. Which side is it coming from? This side. These Harbingers are not bad. We just have to make sure you use the vial of purified water on them. That's really about the only thing going on. The other thing, though, that's important to remember is that they can dodge the vial, so be a little careful of that. Well, that guy went down like a sack of bricks. Because if you drop a sack of bricks, it falls very quickly because it's heavy. It has good density, so it's able to push air out of the way easily. Might as well reapply my avatar here. This does do something to these guys. Like 70 damage. I think. Unless that's my Devourer that dealt 70 damage. Yeah, we got far enough over here that we kind of aggroed a larger group, which is not optimal, probably, but... this is where... the... Okay, another one's coming. I don't remember where that previous sentence was going to go. It was one of those things where I got distracted enough by the fighting and trying to prioritize targets. But I lost track of it. It happens. There we go. Now we can take damage. And will. This has a 10-second duration, so... Go to the rupture at the garrison. That's where it started. There's a couple enemies that kind of come down this main turnpike that we do need to be careful. Wow, 203 damage hit. That's crazy. Look, dealing 40% more damage is kind of a big deal, so... Probably could stand to have a little bit more enchantment removal, though. Feel like I remember one more group coming down this way. But I think we're probably actually good. You can explore this map more if you want to. Just wanted to make sure that there's not like a group coming unexpectedly that might kill Elder Jonah and make me have to start all over again, because that would be not optimal, shall we say. Less than ideal. I think I used Pious Assault without an enchantment. I think we're fine. As long as Elder Jonah doesn't suddenly start dying on me, it should be alright. They have Aegis going on as being very annoying. Which is why I think it would have been good for me to bring a little bit more enchantment removal. Just to be able to get rid of that Aegis. Would have been very, very handy. Actually, just have her refresh hers as well. It's a little awkward to try to fight these Harbingers when we've got Margonite groups around them that tend to kind of defend them a little bit. Draw aggro, that sort of thing. There's basically 2 additional Margonites up here that we need to take out, or Harbingers. More Margonites than that, but we need to take out them and their groups, so not a huge deal. Certainly. Yeah, kind of need this Aegis to expire. Here, now you can take damage. What is this enormous cloud? Harbinger basically did not survive the instant I dropped the thing on him. There we go. 2 of 2 additional Harbingers defeated. Let's go back down and around and go fight the last one. I'm just about done here. Like I said, my ear's itchy. Reply that. I don't need to use the... Hey, you. Over here, please. Okay, this will be fine. Hi, yeah, have some purified water, please. Give him some vulnerability, take him down, and there we go. There we go. I accept. Price. Yeah. There we go. Has achieved the title Legendary Guardian, which means we're a little bit close to favor. 2 more achievements must be performed to earn the favor of the gods. I was number 3 there. So that's exciting. Okay. That was kind of my big goal for that moment. Here's my Guardians, my Legendary Vanquisher, and there's the Legendary Guardian. They're kind of a weird assortment afterwards, aren't they? Thank you, Y2KY. You know what I should do? Is I should head up to the Eye of the North and make sure I've got these entered into the Hall of Monuments. That's what I should do now. Yeah. Seems like a good idea. Eye of the North. That got me all the way up to 37 skill points. My long-term goal with this character is to get literally every skill on him, which is going to require a lot of skill points or tomes. Normal tomes, specifically. Or both. Ah, look how far out that thing is. Let me swap over to a scythe that doesn't cause me health degeneration. Yeah. Reed Corna. Ghost Furnace, yes. Eternal Guardian of Tyria. Good old map of Tyria. Eternal Guardian of Ilona. I need to visualize. There we are. There's a lovely map of Ilona. Apparently I didn't put Eternal Lightbringer in here, so let's show that off. In my good old Hall of Monuments. That makes sense. Has reached the rank of I have many leather-bound books in the kind of a big deal title track. And Eternal Guardian. Eternal Legendary Guardian. Yeah. Well, there we go. That gets all of the all of them all in one thing. Well, that's lovely. This is gonna be a lot easier to navigate if I have those things. What do I want to do at this point? I have a couple of different options. I can attempt to... Or I can duck into some missions to get some more cartography points. Like right here, for instance. Thankfully, I already got this character through all this area at some point. Yeah, there's the Amnoon Oasis, or the Amnoon Arena. Shame about all those, but understandable. I have a lot of nostalgia for some of those early days. Quite frankly. Let's just take care of some of this stuff. These masks are a bunch of iron ingots, so I'm gonna just turn them into iron ingots. And ID these things. What is this? Major Spear Mastery? We already know that's not worth anything. Okay, let's just pop to the Guild Hall for the moment. I think what sounds best to me... Actually, let's take a quick look. Before I say anything further about what I want to do next, let's see what the Zaishan stuff is for today. Wave Wrath. Vanquishing the Tendabog. I ain't doing that one. Rylon Refuge. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that either. Random arena bonus. Yeah, I don't care about the Alliance Battles thing. Okay, I'm just going to clear these few things out of this character's inventory so I don't forget I need to do it. You know what? Let's just forget I need to do it. I think what I'm going to do now, let's see, what do I have as my stream title anyway? It's time for some other goals. Yes, other goals sound good. Let's actually hop on to Rex Templarus. Okay, thanks for watching Y2KY. Take care. What I think I'm going to do here is I've been meaning to pick up myself a hammer, so I'm going to go do that, I think. This thing... Okay, this thing needs me to do some missions, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. That's a bunch of missions I just did. So I'm going to go grab a Destroyer hammer. Let me check what the cost is on that. So I can go pick it up prepared. Destroyer hammer. Let's see. I need 10 diamonds. A stack of granite. Behold, a stack of granite. 100 iron ingots. And 10 onyx gemstones. And 5 platinum. Let's see, is that everything? 10 of those. 10 of those. And onyx gemstones are very distinct from obsidian shards. 100 iron and a stack of granite. Cool. That's good. Let's go do this. Oh, I'm so close to getting that finished as well. Right then. Oh yeah. Because the last thing I did on this guy. Okay, yeah, was get Kieran Thackeray as a hero. That's cool. Humble Grotto, because I need to go over to the Slaver's Exile outpost. I don't know who I want in my party. Let's just grab Talcora, Dunkoro, all of my Necromancers. Hida and General Morgan. Well, I don't think I need 2 bips. Or 2 MMs. Hey, Foxan13579. Welcome, Foxan and Raiders. Thanks for dropping by. I am thinking maybe I don't need this many... This allotment of Necromancers. Okay, Master, you can do a different bar. That's what I've decided. Less blood magic. And more random healing bursts, yeah. How was your stream? How are things going for you? Let's see. I like Spiteful Spirit. I'm going to go Weaken Knees, because why not? Okay. That's good. I assume. Kill 2 Slaver's Exile bosses. Ah, yeah. Slaver's Exile is... yeah, I need to take this guy in to actually kill Duncan at some point. I'm going that way. I could. Duncan is a gigantic pain in the rear end. I 100% agree with that assessment. It turns out he's very vulnerable to Spoil Victor. Yeah, I don't like Duncan's design. I think he's way too gimmicky. Yeah. Like, I get the idea of, like, let's make an interesting boss, but in my opinion, he's not interesting. He's just like, hey, Yungray. He's also very vulnerable to longbow range attacks. I can see that being the case. Yeah, the most recent time I beat him, we just kind of hid in a corner, like by the stairs, where he was wanting us but not casting anything, after swapping a bunch of spirits out. And then he just kind of killed himself on Spoil Victor by wanding at us and getting obstructed by the floor. It was great. Very easy. Sure, I'll just slap a remove hex on here. You can never have enough hex removal, right? This way. But yeah, he's very annoying. By the amazing horse. Ah, Celestial Horse Monk that kept you alive. Gotcha, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not again, like the damage reflection thing, the constantly respawning spirits, it feels like they just went all out trying to make him like hard in a way that ends up just being specific, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's definitely a fight that I wouldn't want to do without Power Stones or other similar things to bolster my longevity. Power Stones, rainbow candy canes, clovers, that sort of stuff. This is a very weird team composition. It's gonna need a lot of corpses. I like having Dark Bonds, a Dark Bond MM Bipper, just because that gives a lot more durability. Because it can redirect to the minions. I guess this way works. I just need to get to the Slaver's Outpost, because that's where I craft a Destroyer weapon. So that's kind of my next major goal here. Maybe? Wouldn't be a bad idea to get Gyurudo into Ascalon at some point as well. I don't know why Lava Fonted that early. These Scout Scourgers are just not that, I don't know, effective as actual healers. They're good against curses, or against hexes to an extent, just because they have withdraw hexes, but it's a limited extent. Withdraw hexes is one of those elites that's just like, feels designed backwards to me. I'd much rather it increased its, man, we have such a minion train, increased its, or decreased its recharge for each hex removed rather than increase. I'd make it feel like a more appropriately designed counter to Hexway. But as it is, it just doesn't seem that great to me. Whew. Time to go fight the bridge troll. I like this little joke. It's fun. Alrighty, you have a good sleep. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Well, that bridge troll gave us our fare. Yeah, I'll give a wave. I really should finish that at some point, but I think, was I doing that with Mana Guy? I feel like I was doing it with somebody. But it's like, this Master Dungeons guide is almost finished, you know? I'm gonna wait for my giant train of minions to catch up. How did I get a Firestorm off? I don't know. I'll take it. Just this many Cry of Frustrations I'd expect to have gotten interrupted in there somewhere. Sometime I feel like I should just make a team that's just the Wind Rider team that's just like Cry of Frustration, basically using their bar, right? Cry of Frustration, Crippling Anguish, Conjure Phantasm. Just load everybody down with some degen. Okay, Slaver's Exile. This is where I need to go to craft my hammer, which is what I'm going to do now. Mr. Coalforge.
Why are you here?
To craft this Destroyer Maul. Destroyer Maul. I do need to customize this. I can do that in my guild hall. Yeah, that's right. That's almost... This is waiting for Asuran headpiece stuff. I don't know why I have this around, but why not? Fiery Hammer Haft can go on this. Okay, let's just go to my guild hall. See about getting this finished off as a weapon. Then I have a warrior I kind of want to get to more places, actually. Ah, wood. Would that you would have given me anything else. Give me some gold. I guess I didn't need that. Do I have a hammer enchanting mod floating around in here? Feels like the sort of thing that I might have. I feel like it's the sort of thing I might have had on this guy at some point too, but well, The icy stuff is all in the line. I don't know. Oh, I see. Yeah. Because I don't have... I have shocking stuff, right? But I don't have ebon stuff. Hey! What do you know? There's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Excellent. Perfect. Yeah. I don't have the ebon stuff, though, because there's no conjure earth. Like, there's not... Basically, there's no advantage to having ebon weapons, but the other ones all have conjures and stuff. Customize my hammer. Stick it in my bag. Go with my other stuff. Oh, do I have... That's fortitude. Do I have an enchant... I might have an enchanting axe thing on some spot somewhere around here. This is another... Yeah, this is a sundering wild enchanted hammer. It's inscribable max FDS, but it's purple. Ancient moss staff. Kind of a neat skin, I suppose. I feel like I might have had the sort of thing I'm looking for somewhere, but it's just like finding... Oh, yeah. I need this on another character. Okay. Let's do some random stuff that way. Merchant. I would like to sell you these wood planks, this, and I no longer need this. Thank you. Salvage kit. Excellent. Right. Let's see. I've lost track of things again. Yes, this guy. Daedalon wants Valor in this. And I have a shield with a better Valor mod here, this Emblazoned Defender, which looks very Protoss to me. Does it look Protoss to anybody else? It looks very Protoss to me. No, Valor, that's what I want. Excellent. Now I can upgrade Curtain to properly have the max stuff there. Again, I don't need this, so I'm just going to sell it, but the merchant. Once I get up there. Takes a little bit of a walk. Hello. Please take this Emblazoned Defender. Thank you. Now, you already have the, yeah, you already have one of these, so you don't need the green one. A little annoying, but here we are. I want to do more on her, but probably not today. Actually, what I want to do, as I was looking on Lilian, and Lilian does not have, like, most of Shing Jea Island. So I kind of actually want to, wait, she's missing a lot of outposts is what she's missing. I kind of want to go get her, the rest of Shing Jea Island. So let's do that. That sounds good. What is this? Cryptochar battle plans. These are really, 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 really cool, and I wish they dropped more often because they are, as I said, very cool. Don't need Kenya province. I need Sunqua Vale. I need to get to Mr. Cho's estate. Earl Morgan, probably? Well, I don't know what he's doing, but certainly not what I need. Thackeray? Yeah, Thackeray. And we'll grab Gwen, because I feel like keeping the dynamic duo together. This is... No, this is not fine. I mean, okay, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine, whatever. Let's grab also Dunkoro. Yeah, that'll be more than adequate. I want to go poke stuff with my daggers now. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it like Miku style. I'm just going to ignore most of the enemies here. We just need to go over to Minister Cho's estate. Yeah, it's just kind of a bit of a walk. Then I need to do Minister Cho's estate because that's how we get to the next zone. You can't walk backwards into Ranmusu. You have to go through Minister Cho's estate to get there. It's kind of annoying. Like, you can walk into it once you finish Minister Cho's estate, but you can't walk into it before then. Hey, Clapper GBS. Welcome. Doing all right. Doing all right. I finished Winds of Change on a character earlier. Just finished Legendary Guardian on another character. And now I'm going to go grab an outpost. And Mr. Cho's estate and stuff, because this character, for some reason, doesn't have Shing Jea Island. So, this is going to go quickly. I really do not need Ebon Battle Standard of Honor here. It is deeply unimportant. What's going on? Don't need this either. Yeah, it can be a real tough one. Some of those are really quite challenging. I love how beautiful this area is. Leading up to Minister Cho's estate. Yeah, well, one of the big things they did with Guild Wars Beyond is they made enemies with a lot more competent skill bars. So it makes the content a lot more challenging, which a lot of people are going to enjoy. And the rewards are pretty decent overall, I think. Although you'll probably get some debate about that. You get some gemstones and stuff for completing Winds of Change, which is really nice. You get one of each. Diamond, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Let's get Fox Wings on there. It's the quickest recharging offhand attack. I don't really feel a need for that. I'm using that stance. I don't think I want Burst of Aggression here. I don't think I need quicker attack speed. I think quicker running is actually more useful in this mission. Power attack is probably fine. Let's see. Yeah. I should absolutely bring more wind attack. There we go. Got there. Okay, let's just say yes, I do want to enter. This is my Knight's gear, right? Yeah, cool. But yeah, I just actually finished a lore-focused playthrough of all of the Guild Wars Beyond content. So, that's on my YouTube channel. Last part will be going up tomorrow night from today's stream. So, I'm excited about that. I'm not excited about this. This friggin' takes forever. Ah, man. They did such a better job with Chobek Village. Chobek Village is the exact same idea. Actually, you know what? Let's go Miku style. Chobek Village is the exact same idea as this mission. It's just way better paced. This one takes for freaking ever. They keep gating you on stuff. Yes, it is. We can hold out control and call targets. You are correct. Don't know why I'm bothering to pick that up. No, come back here. I need it. This is 25% faster. Friggin' body blow for 140 damage off of daggers. Ridiculous. He's going to teach us how to ping now on the map by pinging us up here. That was my ping, not his ping. His ping is yellow, I think? I forget. Is it yellow or red here? Yeah. The thing that I like... I really wish they had done a hard mode that was more Beyond style, where it was, rather than making things have buffer stats, it was just like, Here are competent builds and competent team compositions. Yeah, it would have been nice if they had kept doing more stuff with Guild Wars 1. I understand why they wanted to work on Guild Wars 2, but, like... I mean, alternatively, I wish Guild Wars 2 was not as different from Guild Wars 1 as it is. But... oh well. I do want to experiment with similar skill systems so what this game uses in future projects of my own someday when I get there. This boy was stuck. Will we ever get a Guild Wars 3? Probably. I would be very surprised if they didn't make a Guild Wars 3. What I'll be curious to know is what sort of game it'll be. I frankly would like to see them do more with the Guild Wars IP in general. For example, I would really love a tactics game, something in the vein of like Fire Emblem, that follows King Adalbern's rise to power in the Guild Wars. I think that would be a really cool part of the lore to explore. That's just, backstory right now. A lot of the original founders and developers and designers and stuff have moved on to other companies, although a number are still there as well. But yeah, I mean, it's a real big question of, like, what... Yeah, it does seem like the heyday of MMOs is over. A lot of people want single-player games, and I think ArenaNet could deliver well on a single-player RPG as well. But there's a lot of potential for just different directions to take the IP, different, like, game styles. I think they could do... I mean, Guild Wars 1 has a lot in common with Diablo. I think they could do a more, like, explicit Diablo-like game if they really wanted to. Although they don't have a lot of practice at that, design-wise. Although they might within their team. I don't know. There's a lot of different directions they could go. It's just a matter of what would they want to do. And, like, there's just so many different areas to explore. It's a little bit of a shame that they aren't making more, like, single-player RPGs, or other single-player games, anyway, to explore some of those aspects of the lore. Because you could do stuff with Odran as well, as an example. You can do some of the in-between stuff. I don't know. A lot of potential. But, like, MMOs just require such a constant supply of content that you're kind of... when you're making them, you're a little bit trapped in them. So... yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Guild Wars 2 is going to go after... this next expansion. And if there's a Guild Wars 3, I don't know what direction they'd want to take it and how they'd want it to play. Because that's another big challenge is, like, Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2 are such different games that, like, if you try to appeal to fans of one or the other, you're going to get a cross-section that are in there for different things, but you're going to have a big absence. And that, like, you're basically, if you try to make a game to appeal to Guild Wars 1 fans, you're going to miss a bunch of people who prefer Guild Wars 2's style, and vice versa. So it's like, that's a bit awkward. It makes more sense, unfortunately, from my point of view. I think it would make more sense for them to try to stick to more of a Guild Wars 2-like gameplay. But I think one of the big things, too, as a studio, is they need to be very intentional about how much content they're trying to make. Because I think one of Guild Wars 2's difficulties, especially at launch, was that they're just trying to make too much game. Excuse me, just too many games and stuff. Yeah, I'm really glad they still have the Guild Wars 1 servers up as well. I agree with that sentiment. Given it's arguably, like, my favorite game of all time. Or my favorite game of my life up to this point. Who knows what may come out in the future. But it's going to be real hard to dislodge the nostalgia factor Guild Wars 1 has, regardless of what comes out. Technically, Gwen is suboptimal here. I should have an elementalist or something. Armor respecting damage is just more meaningful against these enemies. You know, they gave us the 15th anniversary update. That was really cool. I really appreciate that. They certainly haven't forgotten the game, even if they can't really focus on it at all. That's right. For some reason, they want to go across this. Makes sense, I guess. Across the bridge this way. Very pretty area. It's actually opened up a lot after they finished that last locked area with the boss type enemy, or the boss enemy in there. Man, these guys just can't deal damage to me very well because of my knight's armor that I have while looking like an assassin, even though I'm a warrior. Which I enjoy the silliness of. Okay, you know what? Ooh, Breath of Fire. Decent skill. All right, almost done with this silly, slow one. About 10 minutes to finish it, I guess, is what it'll be. There we go. That gets me Ran Musu Gardens. Excellent. Exactly as planned. And now let's get up this way. Is it just... Yeah, I think it's just Zendaijin. Oh my goodness, I have so much garbage in here. Hey, thank you for the follow, Clapper. I appreciate it. Alrighty. I'll be finishing up my stream in about 10 minutes anyway, but I definitely appreciate you dropping by. Okay, let's identify things just in case I get increased sales value. Free steel from that one was actually not bad at all. You know what? Most of this stuff I'm just going to sell. The merchant's right over here. There we go. I need to do the Mox quest on more characters. Be a good idea. Let's just grab... let's grab Zenmai and Sasuke. Sure. Sure, whatever. I don't care enough to fix him, I guess. A weird bar. That's not the way forward, and I know it. But if I'm not paying attention, I don't, and that's where I get into trouble. Yep. That's where I get myself into trouble. Okay. Man, Shing Jea is just really beautiful. Quite enjoy it. Only someone would invite me to group with them, but who would do such a thing? Good question. I might. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I can, I needed to do Norn tournament stuff on Gerudo at some point. Maybe I might do that after I get to my destination here. I don't really feel like I need this. Let's just put... I want bowls. Where's bowls? B. There it is. I want my Miku tonic. The fact that you can actually go up over here is really cool and something I did not learn for far too long. This attack hits a moving foe. You strike for plus 30 damage and you knock them down. It's very handy. Against enemies that are running away from you. Then I don't have an updated hero armor set on you, do I? No, I don't. I can do some of those too. Just collect stuff from the challenge missions. Not the worst idea I've had. Function, but that's okay. Do I inflict cracked armor with anything? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's why I was getting some cracked armor triggers. Yujo and Master Togo might use, Spirit Rift, which inflicts cracked armor. Yeah, that would make sense. I was noticing I was getting some deep wounds off of body blow, and it would make sense that's from that. Yeah. These guys are so low level, they're not worth any experience. Hello, Shigai. I could do this too. I have several characters that I can do the Zoe's Journal quest on, though. Ah, yes. Good old Afflicted. Ah, good old Afflicted and their throw dirt spam that I had mercifully forgotten about until now. They don't spam throw dirt on the freaking Rangers like they used to. And here's me without any condition removal, like a fool. I'm enjoying Prince Rurik with 2 fiery swords. There's materials, and there's an artisan over there. That's one of the things that's really confusing. I don't know why they went from artisan to materials for the, like, suffix name for, that function. It's just needlessly confusing to people. To see, materials and have it not be a material trader. It feels like it should be a material trader, but it isn't. It's a entirely different thing. Oh my goodness. Throw dirt. Why so much throw dirt? And I guess I need to teach you about condition removal. Boy, I wish I'd built Act Like Sasuke differently. Wouldn't have been hard either. Oh yeah, I just got my body blow diverted. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Diverted body blow. By good stuff, I mean, well, that sucked. There's sometimes some skills that are really good at absorbing diversion. If you have Mobius Strike, for example, your dagger attacks can potentially absorb it pretty well. Pious Renewal is by far the best counter to it, because you can just slap that up and then immediately remove it and have it recharge and not care. Being a physical attacker is a decent counter to diversion, because you can just attack and still deal decent damage. But Yeti plating. Nope. Tanned. Hoped to get some iron out of that, but I did not. And this jeweled chalice probably has something good. It has some dust. Yeah, I'll take some dust. Man. Shing Jea Island is so beautiful. It's an important piece of information. Okay, almost there. Oh, we have favor right now. Cool. Wait. Did I miss some bones? It's favor I helped to get. By getting. I think, anyway. Hang on. I think I left some bones over here. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna go pick up my bones. Admire these beautiful, beautiful trees and rolling hills. Good times. Good times. Okay. Just need to... Hey, brother Hanjui. I don't think we need to talk to him or anything. We just need to walk inside, but... Zen Daijun. Excellent. Most excellent. There we go. That should get her all of the outposts here, then. Which is going to be useful. I do need to do Zen Daijun at some point on her as well. Maybe I wrap up today by doing that, but I ain't doing it without giving friggin' Acolyte Sasuke less healing prayers and more protection prayers, because too much throw dirt. Let's just be... We'd be over the top here. Yeah, let's be over the top. Sounds good. I don't have any hex removal, do I? Okay, yeah, let's just do this. Mend condition and remove hex. There we go. On his Master of Magic bar. This one should go pretty quickly too, if it's just us, so. Bulls was not really doing what I wanted it to. Ooh, I could bring Iway. Probably not going to do much, though. I mean, I'm not expecting many dead allies. Maybe some dead allies. There's usually some dead allies. Actually, Club of 1,000 Bears is probably a better knockdown tactic. Anyway. Okay, let's just do Zen Daijun. Wrap up the day by doing Zen Daijun in normal mode with friggin' level 20 characters and just charging right through it. Togo must survive. I'm going to put on my Miku appearance, because why not? Nothing like a good old Blade Turn refrain. Be nice and protected. The one thing I have to keep in mind with this is I will be inclined towards having not enough hits to help my energy balance out well. So I do need to be careful with that. Thankfully, incoming fallback, really nice for getting through here quickly and easily. Come on, Master Togo. Oh, he's going to pontificate about how to use these, isn't he? I don't need you getting killed by random afflicted elementals. Thanks. Oh, did you see that? Interrupted throw dirt with Club of 1,000 Bears. Spicy. Very spicy. It's my preferred method of interruption, just making the enemy dead. Oh, that's why I brought mend condition on Acolyte Sasuke. So our condition might be mended. This guy's exploding on me is not good. Or my health. This is where they demonstrate some intelligence, by the way, I was mentioning it. It doesn't really come up outside of Zendaijun, but they do have a couple spots where they split to go, like, grab other allies. Demonstrating some level of intelligence, which is hinted at as being a thing as well in Ruins of Change, as I mentioned going through it. So this is what I was thinking about as an area where they do that previously. Oh, Zunra died. Zunra would make Aiwei kind of work. Has a tendency to die a lot. Oh my goodness. Is every ranger here done blinding me? There were like several rangers here, all of them blinding me, so. I really like that gong bell sound. It's a bell, it's not a gong. But I really like the sound it makes. It's a very nice sound. This character has not unlocked Miku yet, by the way. I can tell because I'd have had to have gotten to this area if I was going to do Winds of Change on her. Which is part of why I'm doing this, actually, so that way I can Winds of Change with her later if I... Alright, I mean, I will probably want to eventually. Might be a little bit before I do it again, but I will eventually do so. Someday I might even do it in hard mode. Won't that be special? I like this water area. Also, these afflicted bulls get randomly become monks in hard mode, and it's very weird. I don't know why. Also, Headmaster Vang insults us here. He says we should have brought someone who knows how to fight. Master Tego, there are so many afflicted creatures here. It will take us some time to kill them all. He's like, oh, apparently we don't know how to fight or something? I don't know. It's very insulting. Violet red die. Well, I can get that in my inventory afterwards. It's not going to take that long to finish this mission. I hope I got my gold coins, though. Zunaro's dead again. I'm not surprised. Master Togo is also level 20. Zunaro's like level 13 for some reason. And is also a melee monk at level 13, which is like... You can understand how they would end up dying. I don't remember if Zunaro's male or female. You can understand how they end up dying a lot. Because, like... running into melee combat as a level 13 monk against afflicted that are like at your level or higher and then also explode when they die, real good way to not survive. Yeah, if we just run ahead, it'll be fine. I don't know why they can't just path over here, but sure, whatever. That dong also reminds me a lot of the Faction Cinematic trailer, which is really cool if you've never seen it. I think you can find it on YouTube pretty easily. I highly recommend checking it out because it is real sweet. There we go. This guy did his job. I miss the old Shadow form. It was just so much cooler. For those who don't know, Shadow form used to make all attacks against you miss. It's physical defense, which is really neat. Those energy levels. Energy levels, good. I can see how Master Togo might not want Vang to replace his headmaster too, with just his attitude here. Yizhou is afflicted. Not as badly. He must be in the early stages of the affliction, but... This can be a really tough fight, depending upon your level. When you're just normally going through things. Because Yizhou can do a lot of damage. Especially with that Spirit Rift, because it's faction double boss damage and all that. It can be real nasty. Not too thrilled about getting blinded a bunch here. These guys are dying so quickly, they're dealing a ton of damage from Afflicted Soul Explosion. There we go. Okay, that's all cleaned up then. And I'll take care of the rest of stuff after I end the stream here. But we are going to end the stream here. Is it for the day. I think it's been a pretty full day, though. Let's end as Miku. Seems thematically appropriate for today. Okay, so with the end of the stream, let's give a little wave. There are a couple of things you can follow to get notified when I go live for the next stream. The next stream is scheduled to be on Saturday. It's possible I might do something in between here and then, but the next scheduled stream is Saturday. The plan for it has been, or was last week, is to start with some Hexen, which is good old nostalgia times for me, but unfortunately also motion sickness times for me. So I'll play that as long as seems reasonable, which last week was about an hour. Not even, unfortunately. And then just some Path of Exile at that point. But the next Guild Wars stream will be on Tuesday of next week. That's the current plan, unless something weird happens. It's always possible. But that's going to go ahead and wrap things up for me, like I said, for today. And you can also just check out the schedule. It's down below. And you can go join me on my Discord, where I also will let people know when I go live. But until next time, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and goodbye.